Hey everyone, welcome to the very first episode of the OneSource Tech Talk Podcast. I'm James, wireless engineer here at OneSource Building Technologies, and I'm here with my co-host Derrick. Derrick is our director of 5G here at OneSource. This podcast has been in the works for a while, and before we jump in, we want to tell you a little bit more about why we're here and who we are. Derrick, why don't you start us off?
So I've been in the telecom and wireless space for over 15 years now, and I've worked on many projects over the years covering a wide variety of technologies. Currently, my specialty is in the cellular space. My first foray into cellular really started with a project I ran for one of the Tier 1 carriers for Joint Base Pearl Harbor in Hawaii. We were engaged to install a distributed antenna solution across the base. As you can imagine, a military base can be a nightmare for cellular signal and a very challenging environment for deployment. The project went very well, and I have to say, it was one of the most rewarding deployments I've ever been a part of. Of course, there were some buildings that were commercial and military in nature, but there was also a lot of areas where the soldiers had no way to communicate with each other or their family back home. Being able to bring that ability to them where it didn't exist before was an experience that I'll never forget. During the course of the project, I realized just how limited the pool of people that knew the technology really was, and I made it my mission from there to learn everything I could, starting with the basics and getting my ham radio license, learning how radio really works, and then moving through commercial certifications and projects. Fast forward to today, and I'm now leading our 5G initiatives here at OneSource, helping clients understand what's possible with next-gen wireless and how to bring it to life. I'm big on looking ahead and how we can use emerging tech to solve today's business challenges.
My background is in RF design, troubleshooting, and validation. I've worked on everything from enterprise Wi-Fi to small cells, basically all the invisible stuff that makes your devices work. I've spent my beginning years traveling for OneSource to perform surveys and installations, which led to the opportunity for me to go to countries like Taiwan, although it was right when COVID started, which was a bit sketchy. Now at OneSource, I work on building wireless networks that are stable and scalable, and we're both passionate about this space and why this podcast is created so we can open up the conversation.
Exactly. We wanted to build a space where we can talk about the technology that's shaping our world, whether it's private networks or cool things happening in the industry.
We'll definitely get technical from time to time, but this podcast is meant to be laid back and insightful. Some episodes will be interviews, some might be deep dives, and others will be all about upcoming technology, stuff that's being tested or developed.
And we're not here just to read spec sheets. We want to bring you behind the scenes, talk about the challenges and the wins, and the unexpected moments in the field, and why this technology matters.
Alright, before we dive into all that in future episodes, let's start with the basics. Who is OSBT?
So, for those who don't know, OSBT stands for OneSource Building Technologies. We're based out of Houston, Texas, and we specialize in providing integrated technology services for mid-sized businesses to large-scale enterprise customers.
It covers a wide range of solutions: structured cabling, wireless systems, cellular, security, and full-scale IT project management. Basically, we're the folks behind the scenes making sure your technology that runs your building actually works and works well.
And one thing that makes OSBT unique is our scale. We've built a network of over 8,000 qualified technicians across more than 90 countries. So whether a client needs help across a few states or across the globe, we've got the reach to make it happen.
And it's not just installation. We partner with clients from early planning stages, helping them design their network, manage the rollout, and support it long after deployment.
Exactly. We provide full spectrum delivery, from pre-sales engineering to installation to lifecycle management. So if something needs to be updated, scaled, or optimized over time, we're there.
We've worked with Fortune 500 companies, hospitals, sports arenas, retail chains, and in every case, the goal is the same: make the technology reliable, secure, and invisible to the user. Now, one thing we're especially excited about, and something we'll be revisiting often in this podcast, is our Center of Excellence here in Houston.
The Center of Excellence, or COE, is kind of our innovation sandbox. It's where we explore, test, and showcase emerging technologies in a real-world environment.
It's a hands-on walkthrough experience. When partners and clients visit, they get to see the working systems installed, powered, and integrated with real business environments.
The COE is broken into 4 zones: the connection zone, the connection experience, the connection lab, and the connection university.
The connection zone is where we showcase real deployments, so you'll see things like small cell radios, routers, and edge compute gear, all live and integrated.
And the connection experience is one of my favorites. It's our fully functional private 5G-enabled warehouse where we perform actual enterprise operations, IoT, smart sensors, real-time location tracking, all running on our network core.
It's crazy how many aha moments happen there. You can talk about low latency all day, but when someone sees a live dashboard update as a sensor pings a pallet moving across a warehouse, that's when it clicks.
Then we've got the Connection Lab, where clients can bring in their own devices or platforms to test them. It's a collaborative engineering space. We sit down with them, integrate it, troubleshoot, validate, and sometimes even help their product in the process.
And finally, Connection University, that's our training and certification hub. We run workshops, boot camps, and customized learning sessions focused on wireless, CBRS, 5G deployment, you name it.
It's about empowering people, giving teams the confidence to deploy and manage these systems long after we leave.
So what can you expect from OneSource Tech Talk?
Well, we're planning episodes that range from educational to entertaining. You'll hear from folks here at OSBT, project managers, engineers, techs, and also from our partners, vendors, maybe even a few clients.
We'll also dive into current trends like the growth of private 5G, what's next with neutral host, how AI is being used in network design, and the shift towards edge computing.
And we'll definitely bring stories from the COE, what we're testing, what surprised us, and what's getting people excited.
Plus, some behind the scenes from global projects, what it's like to deploy cellular infrastructure across dozens of locations, what challenges come up, and what do we learn.
And if you're listening and thinking, I want to hear about XYZ, we want to know. Drop us a message, suggest a topic. We're building this with the tech community in mind. All right, that's a wrap on episode 1. If you've made it this far, thank you. We are stoked to have you along for the ride. We'd love for you to tune in next time to hear more about our Center of Excellence, digital twinning technology, and what we're building in the metaverse.
Make sure to follow us on all socials at OneSource Building Technologies and check out osbt.com to learn more. And if there's a topic you want us to cover, shoot us a message. We would love to hear from you.
Until next time, stay connected. And see you on the next episode.